My friends, if you received an exclusive, all-expenses-paid invitation to the most magnificent feast of your life, a party thrown by a king, featuring boundless joy in the company of saints, would you turn it down? The obvious answer is no. Yet, in today's gospel, the parable of the great feast, Jesus presents a disturbing scenario. People turning down the greatest invitation ever offered. The host, symbolizing God, sends out his servant, but the invited guests all begin to make excuses. What's fascinating is that their excuses aren't about committing sins or doing evil. They're all about good, normal, worldly things. I have just bought a field and must go to inspect it. Business, property, investment. I've just bought 5 yoke of oxen and am on my way to try them out. Work, productivity, labor. I've just gotten married, and therefore I cannot come. Family, personal relationships, domestic duties. These are all good, necessary things in life. But in this parable, they become idols, things that occupy the space in our hearts reserved for God. They are good things that become fatal flaws because they keep the guests from accepting the best thing, the joy of the Master's presence. This is the great temptation of our modern world, being too busy. What is your field, your 5 yoke of oxen, or your new marriage that prevents you from accepting God's invitation to the feast of the kingdom? Is it your career, your entertainment, your endless phone scroll? Good things, perhaps, but if they consume your time, your energy, and your focus, they become the excuses that condemn you. As St. Paul reminds us in the first reading, Romans 12, we are one body, called to use our diverse gifts, zeal, generosity, diligence to serve Christ. But these gifts are useless if we ignore the initial invitation to sit at the table. The parable ends with a radical, hopeful twist. Because the original guests refused, the Master declares, "Go out quickly into the streets and alleys of the town and bring in the poor and the crippled, the blind and the lame." This is the glorious news. God's table will be filled. The invitation is redirected to those who are poor in spirit, those who are marginalized, those who recognize their need for grace. The door is always open, but the initial, privileged invitation is not guaranteed forever. Today, let's drop the excuses. Don't let your earthly possessions, your work, or even your family obligations become the tragic reason you miss the feast. The table is set. The Master is waiting. Accept the invitation now by serving one another and committing to the life of the gospel. Amen.